Well, good morning, everyone. How you all doing? Whittler Dave here. I hope everybody's having a blessed morning. I am. It's not really too cool out. If you was in my barn right now, my wood shop, I can hear the bear out back behind me. He's crunching them walnuts again. He's out there just munching away. I'm telling you what, you wouldn't want to miss that boy. If you can take a walnut and just crush it with your power of your jaws, oh, would he be mean. He'd rip your arm off. Yes, he would. But he don't bother me. He's just out there enjoying nature, and this is his land. But anywho, I had a guy to reach out, I don't know, on email or something like that. Um, um, Showed me a picture. I've done one like this before, probably done the same thing. You know, he said, hey, I want you to carve this simple little gnome Santa Claus. I want to see it done on your channel. I'm like, okay. So he sent me a picture, and so I drawed it. You know, this ain't nothing, folks. This is very simple. I think he's learning and everything. So I drawed it kind of like my version and everything. We'll get you down here. Let me finish these lines. But this is what the young man wants. Well, that's what I'm going to do. You know, let me finish some of these lines so I can see them. Now, this is simple. This is ABC carving. If you can tie your shoes, you can knock this out. There's no eyes, nothing like that. You know, it's what he, you know, I talked to him texting, I think it's called. He said, you know, he sent me a drawing or something rough like this, and I've probably done this. I don't know. I've done so many things in my life on everything. So, anywho, let's just knock her out. Okay? Just knock her out. You know, very simple. Let's just set our lines like we always do. That's all you got to do. He asked me not to mention his name or nothing. So if you're watching this and everything, just set your lines. Come in here. That's the top of your hat right there. I'm going to try to slowly carve this down to show you how to set your lines. That's your ball right there and everything. It's just setting in within your hat. Okay? That's all you got to do. There you go. Go a little deeper right here in this corner. We're just setting lines. Doing simple carving. It's just whittling. Simple whittling. Worked on the shop yesterday, and man, I had to stop, folks. I just had to stop. It was really getting to a point that it was just, I'm falling over stuff, and I got wood everywhere, and sawdust, the floor was getting slick, and I just had to stop. So I did, and I pulled out the rubber mats and took them outside and dusted them off, and I didn't really clean any machinery. I've got to get my table saw after this show here. I got to take it apart and grease and clean all the inner workings of the table saw. There's a lot of maintenance to a wood shop, especially if you're a builder like me, and you have machinery that you build furniture and you build other stuff besides just wood carving. You know, I'm very self-efficient. If I want it, I just build it. So, you know, but I did back up and, you know, made it presentable. I'm gonna tell you, my good friend Brian, he came in here. I think he was shocked. He's like, "Wow, I can, you know, actually see the floor." Yeah, but you know, this ain't no foo-foo shop. I tell people that all the time. This is a working shop. There's no frill here. You know, we get dirty and we clean it up. All right, you see that? like I said, I hope he's watching. When he watches this, I think he's wanting to do this. So we just started with the hat. Nothing crazy. Simple's the best, I think. You know, I got these all over my tree. I like simple ornaments. It just, it brings back the true meaning of when life was easy. You know, you don't have to have all that bling bling. I didn't grow up with it. Just kind of thinning it down, let it talk to me. Alright. See? Very simple. Now that's his nose. He don't have no eyes, like I said. And that's the bottom of his hat, his brim. Okay. And so you just take your knife and just cut under. Do that undercut right there. And when you cut across the top like this, that creates a stop cut. Very simple. Anybody out there learning to wood carve or just would like to, this is extremely simple to draw and extremely simple to carve. Just follow some basic steps. That's all you got to do. I want the beard to go under that hat right there. Right there. I'm tipping it under. Right there it's brim of its hat. So I want it to appear on under. You don't want it on top. So we just want to cut under a little bit. Take that knife and slice that baby doll off. You know. This is what we're missing, folks. We need to get this back into schools and everywhere else and have the youth sit down with the old carvers and yeah. See? It goes under right there. See, it goes under right there. The same thing here. See that line right there? I'm going to tip it under too. So I already scored it. That's your stop cut. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta go meet my good friend Bob this morning for a few minutes. And I cooked that big meal, so I'm taking him some food. Because, like I said, he's 88 years old and he does not know how to cook. So I make sure he's taken care of. When I cook big meals, I always bring him bowls of soup or stuff like that, but I know that he's eating healthy. You know. Alright, now see, that's under right there, right there. Oops, done dropped her. See, so simple. Now, I'm not worried about the nose right now. Let's lose some of this face. Let's go to a different knife. Something that I can, remove a little bit more. Because you can draw the nose anytime. Let's just take this down. Let's just take this down. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to raise. Let's go back to this. Oh, Lord have mercy, folks. Hang on. I got the dropsies today. I do. I apologize. I guess you guys got what we call butterfingers. I don't know. Drop this and drop that. Mercy. My butterfingers. Yes, I do. Yeah, see? Now, we just took that underneath there. Alright. Like I said, this is a shout out to a young man that sent me this picture. I redrawed it. Close enough what he sent. Very close. And this is a shout out to him to This is what he needs to do. Alright. I think he said he's got beaver craft knife and he's got a flex cut. And I said, well, that's good. You know, you can at least knock these out with a pocket knife. Barlow tree pocket knife. Alright. Yeah. There you go. See how I do that? Alright. So, I can't wait till he sees this. I told him I want pictures. Stuff like that. Listen. Can hear that bear. He's a big boy. Alrighty. Losing some of this edge. Love the sound of that knife. Can't beat a good sound of a knife. Slicing through wood. You just can't beat that. Now, I told the young man I don't want him carving on his legs like me. I've been doing this for years, so I tell people, please don't do that. If you want to wear a carving glove, that's fine with me. I prefer people to wear, if you're young and you're really worried about it, get you some medical tape. You can wrap your fingers like that. But the main thing is, learn to control the knife. Understand where the blade is all the time. All the time. And you'll be fine. But I don't knock anybody using the glove. I don't teach with a glove. I teach younger people. I wrap their fingers. And there's a couple other things I do to a knife to make it more safer and everything for people. But if you want to carve with the glove, please do. Please do. They didn't have nothing like that when us kids were kids back then, and the old timers, they didn't have nothing like that. So now I'm an old timer. I still don't have nothing like that. Okay. Now I did put that thumb guard on one time because I hit my thumb with a grinder, and without this thumb, if this thumb falls off, I'll glue it back on. And it was very painful to push. So I had that little thumb guard thing. I don't know where I got it at, and I tried it, and it wasn't bad. But my biggest thing is I see with my hands. I feel when I carve. So when you take that ability away, and it's like wrapping up your eyeballs and driving a car. Well, you're not going to do it because you can't see at all. So okay, we're just going to draw this nose back in. There it is. Very simple. See? There's his little nosy. I carved it out. Now I put it back in. There you go. Now just raise that nose up. Just raise him up. Alright. If you're watching, young man, that's all you got to do is just raise that nose up. Yep. Take your time. Don't go in there crazy and expect to take big cuts. Or Whittler Dave, he was carving faster. Well, Whittler Dave's got a lot of years in carving. I hold a knife. We'll be holding a knife different than you will. So just take your time. I'm showing you fundamentals to get you started carving. That's what you asked me to do. But don't be me. You be you, and you'll be fine. And you carve on a table, and everything like that, and life's going to be easier. Yeah. Little swoop-de-doo. Swoop, swoop, swoop-de-doo. There's that sound of that knife. Put some chatter everywhere. Make sure you touch the whole wood carving. The whole thing. Don't leave nothing out. And don't be afraid to get down in that, right here in these corners deep. You know, make that nose look like it just dives right in there. Don't be afraid. It's all going to come out in a wash. Don't be afraid. All right. And we're just going to take this, round this nose off just a little with that blade. It don't have to be much. Just a whimsical little gnome Santa Claus. All right, now, like I told you, tell everybody, get your piece of sandpaper and just kind of hit them edges right there and then look at it. Just look at it. That sandpaper is going to allow you to see where you need to hit it again. And if it looks all right, well, then you're fine. You know? Very fine. See? It allows you to get up in there and clean that little doodaddies out and kind of go over the beard. I don't like that edge right there. I will take it over. It's just a strong edge. And it just, to me, is, you know, just take it over a little bit. Just a little bit with a knife. Just come in here. And then right that corner right there, I always like to cut up. Okay, and it just gives that, like the beard just goes on behind the hat. I always like doing that. Just right in there. There you go. And just leaves that rough edge, that sharp edge. That's all you got to do. Yeah. Now, just a matter of minutes. Now, let's see here. We want the ball to stand out. That's how I'm going to do it. See this ball, this little right here, right there. See where the ball starts, you know, right there, and it's laying on top of the brim of the hat. So I'm going to take the brim of the hat down. So we're just going to do an undercut right there. Just a little undercut to raise that, clip that ball off. You don't have to go much. Get right there. Now you can see right there how I've already started that ball. Now come out here and lose some of this fatness here. We're tipping the brim of the hat. Yeah. Yeah. See that? There you go. Very simple carving. This is how it starts. Start easy, start small, start simple. You know? Don't try to carve the Mona Lisa the first day you start wood carving. Because you're not going to be able to do it and you're going to get frustrated. I cut that right back there, just like I did on the beard. I want that hat to look like it just peers over. You know? Yeah. A little thick right here. Yeah. Alright. Now, let's get you right here. Let's get the old knee up here so you can see this. Excuse me, folks. I apologize. Winter's coming, you know, sneezing and, you know, whew. Yes. a little swoopy-doo right here. Now, see some of that hat right there. Right there. Make sure you touch all parts of the carving. Yes. There you go. I like that better. Hey, that's all, very simple. That's all you need to have these. These things, you don't need to put a ton of work in them and, shatter that hat up. Remember, two sides are not the same. It's a hat. It's going to have wrinkles different on each side, little different swoops, and a little different this, and a little different that. Make it your own. Now, see? I hope when he sees this, he'll understand. I told him when he gets his done, send me a picture of it. He's just asked me to carve this. I did. Oh, we're doing good on time. We are. Just kind of doing little swoops, and just a tad of love. Things that I see, If you swoop that up, it kind of chatters that hat. Don't make it, it's not so flat. So you just roll your knife a little bit. It won't look so flat. It gives it some contrast. Yeah. Now, let's just see what she looks like. Let's just come in here. We're going to take a look at it. A lot of people don't do this, and they don't believe in it, but this is what I show people just to kind of give you the visual of what it's going to look like. I'm not doing really a lot of sanding. I'm just knocking off some burrs. Some people use a brush and stuff like that, but I just want to, see that? Let's do the ball. Let's do the ball. The ball is a word. Yeah. See, I brought that hat. See that right there, how I cut in at an angle right there to bring that ball out just a tad on the back side. Like I said, there's not much here. I'm going to put a stop cut right there. This little roundy ball. And it don't have to be perfect now. Come on. It's art. It's true art. Just whittling away. That's all you're doing. Each one's going to be different. And each one's going to have love. That's all you need to have. Put your heart and soul in it, and people will respect it. Make a nice little ornament out of this. A little high right there. Getting like that. You just gotta look at it. Take it before you decide to paint it. Take it outside, look at it different light, at different angles. And then if you see a spot that you just don't like, well, pop out your old knifey ruly and fix it. They're not machine done, they're hand done. Remember that, folks. You're not supposed to be trying to finish a wood carving like a machine did it. No, you want to leave some of that marks in it. You want it to not be perfect because, you know, life's not perfect. So why try to make something look, you know, just absolutely perfect on a wood carving? Life don't have an easy button. We'll just remember that. So make these just, you know, some doodads and don't worry about it. You know? I don't like that right there. It doesn't look right. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna V it like that. Get that hat where she runs down at an angle right there. And then some of this ball here needs to be thinned out like this on the back side to make it look like it's going forward. So you just gotta look at it. Other than that, yeah, there. Very simple. Shout out to the young man that sent me this. You know, he wanted me to do a simple carving. Now, if you've got gouges, you know, you can leave the beard chattered, or you can just take a little gouge. You know, it don't have to be perfect. And you can add some doodaddies in there. You can use a V gouge if you want. And I'm just going to do it like this. Yeah, very simple. A little gouge, just a palm gouge. You know, that's going to go against grain now. It's going to be a little rough. So you get it up here and everything, but it's going to be fine. Yeah. And you can see I'm not worried about it. I'm not, just randomly going over it. That's what you want. You want it to be all handmade. You know? So just kind of do some love this way. This way. You just used a little gouge. I've had these palm gouges for years. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. A little clean up right here with a knife. And this is what this young man asked me to do, and this is what I did. Very simple, folks. Get out there and grab a piece of wood and go for it. Pocket knife, X-Acto knife. Lord, I don't care what you use, and just get you a knife. Just get you a knife. It don't have to be an expensive knife. And you be you. Yeah. Very simple to draw this. Very simple to carve this. Sometimes you add a little bit of paint on this and a little bit of love and stuff. This is going to be really a neat little ornament. And if you make one of these, you can hang it on your tree. Make sure you sign the back and everything and be proud of it. But this is a shout out to the young man that sent me this picture and asked me to carve one on my channel, and I did, and stuff like that. He wanted to see me do it, and there you are. I hope that will help you out. Bring you back up here, folks. Oh, there you go. This crazy camera stand is just not wanting to behave this morning. I'm looking at a new one. I'm getting tired of this one. But anyway, just get out there and carve something. There you go, brother. You asked me to do something like this. You sent me the picture, and there it is. Very simple. Very just few minutes, just whittling, and that's all it is. But I just want to say thank you all. You all have a blessed day. like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I appreciate it. And Whittler Dave will just talk to you later. And thank you.